Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, and linger while we live the life we love. Continuing with my tribute to Joseph Campbell, the first thing you have to realize is that if you're going to take the adventure, don't be afraid of what you're becoming. Something inside you grabs you, and it's very deep, and you don't want to leave it, and you want to act in harmony with it. So these are the reports that come from the wise ones in the land of eternal youth. What are you going to surrender to? Are you going to give up security to swing with the whole thing? Yield your position to go with the dynamic? So many people just want to talk about it. They don't want to do it. It's as if you had a choice between going to heaven or hearing a lecture about going to heaven, people would choose the lecture. Once you understand that the deities are projections of what's in your own psyche, they're in you, they're not out there, then you reclaim the whole thing, and your faith in the individual versus the monolithic system takes you beyond convention. You can accept the idea that the spiritual quest of the ancients and the modern search for identity are one and the same thing. Therefore, it's a strange thing to think that people don't really want to know what the meaning of life is. What they really want is a full experience of being alive. So that's going to be both something that you will treasure and also has danger connected to it, because it's a call to adventure and it takes you away from the known and from what most people are socialized to believe is there to be found. So can you find enthusiasmos, being gripped by the gods, anyamana, divine seizure, and then come up with your own hermeneutics, your own interpretation, like from Hermes, the messenger bringing from the gods to the human realm what needs to be known. So you got to be stout of heart, not faint of heart, because the way out of this is in. That means you have to find your own inner base. In yoga, it's called the Ishtadevata, the deity that speaks to you, the qualities that are active in your own psyche. Because on the surface, life is unendurable. There are many things about life that we say it shouldn't have been that way. So to say yes in the heart of darkness, you got to be fierce, you got to be ferocious. It takes a lot of guts to go all the way. And so to open your mind and open your heart to other wonder of being and to joyfully participate in the sorrows of the world is to feel its sanctity at the same time, to have reverence for nature and this whole amazing, terrifying, and beautiful experience we call life. Because if you put yourself in accord with nature, it yields its bounty to you. So, as the old Westerner would say, be what you is. Because if you be what you ain't what you is. Yeah. So even though the word beyond is not a category, the place where words and thoughts can't reach, it's called Brahman in yoga. It's supposed to be transparent to that which is transcendent. And if it's transcendent, it's beyond. No images, no delineation, no definition. That's why they call these the masks of God in the different forms. The masks both reveal, but also conceal. And so I hope that you find in your own path your own version of the unified field theory, the one grandiose song, the morphogenetic field, as Rupert Sheldrake calls it, Brahman, as the yoga people call it. So even though life has its horrific aspect, we are that. And remember that when you go through changes, catharsis eliminates a lot of ego perspective and wipes out the rational structuring that tries to control everything. And that's the kind of purgation that cleans you out, opens you up. And so I hope that in your own way you're able to survive the road of successive trials that we all go through. And though the path is sharp as a razor's edge, It's your personal encounter with the Spirit that will give you that cosmic consciousness. And even if you felt that you didn't follow your bliss or your song in adolescence, the Gospels say it's never too late for the salvation. Just follow your own star and everything will work out, even if you think it won't. So I hope you find the one myth that works for you. One myth clapping, that's the koan. But remember, your life is the koan.